Yo, what's going on? Deltanian here, and today I'm gonna be doing a tier list based on vibes, I guess you could say. I'm gonna go based on the specific card arts in this game. Now, for the sake of time, I am only gonna be doing full arts and EXs, so even though I think there are Pokemon that are not full arts or EXs that have really good art, like this Eevee here, for example, or who else? I really like this Jigglypuff here, and the Yarn Pokemon, like Electrode's pretty cool, but for the sake of time, we're going over only EXs and full arts. So, first full art here, we got the Bulbasaur. Honestly, I just have it in pretty good. I mean, it's nothing really special. I do like it. I might move it up as I put more things on this tier list, but as things go, it's definitely a pretty good tier. And next we have Venusaur, which I also would have in pretty good. Like, it's really, really pretty, but the fact that the card isn't good also kind of holds it back, right? I definitely think so. Now the Venusaurs. I think all of Venusaur is going in pretty good. I mean, none of them really stand out as like amazing card arts, but I do like them, so we got pretty good here. Now this foil card thing that they did, I think it's really hit or miss, and it's mostly miss. So I don't like that Venusaur full art actually. The rarer one, I don't like it. I gotta be honest. Now let's go with Exeggutor. The art is fine. I don't even think it's pretty good. I think it's just fine. Honestly, I should move the EX down to pretty good as well. Well, just alright. From pretty good. They're just not really doing anything. I mean, nothing special. I like the dynamic poses. I like how Venusaur is kind of coming out from the little box there, but other than that, there's nothing really too special about it. Next we got Exeggutor full art. I actually do like it. It'll be the top of pretty good. I actually really like the dual colors, well, kind of like 4 colors of the background. I like the pose that Exeggutor is in. It just feels like a nice full art, whereas this one's kind of doing too much in my opinion. Maybe it's because of how big of a Pokemon Venusaur is, but a lot of those full arts are kind of hit or miss for me. Next we got Heracross. No, that's Pinsir. What am I talking about? Pinsir's not bad. Maybe alright. Like I said earlier, I may be biased towards cards that are actually good, which this card is not, right? So maybe cards that are good I will put higher. Well, no, that's not true, because next up we got Gloom, which is pretty good. Nothing has hit amazing yet in my opinion, but Gloom is pretty good. Solid art. I like it. Charmander, also pretty good. I think all the starters might go in pretty good. I'm not sure. Actually, I think I'm gonna put this Charizard one in amazing. It's kind of raw. Honestly, I think I'm happy to put the immersive art, obviously, is an amazing. Maybe the best. I don't know. I guess it's worth putting there. I mean, the art does go crazy. Obviously, they tried extra hard because it is an immersive card, but it is worth being in the best tier. Next, we got Golden Zard. I honestly don't like the golden cards, right? And don't just say it's, oh, you don't have... I have Mewtwo and Pikachu. I just really don't think the arts are all that good, honestly. I guess putting it in not bad would be a lie. It is alright. It's nothing spectacular, and I think some of them are good, but that's spoilers, right? Next we got, what is this? Arcanine. Arcanine EX, pretty alright, honestly. And I think Arcanine is into not bad. It's just kind of... he's not doing anything in that pose. I feel like that's the main problem I have with the full arts is in the regular EXs, they're kind of doing something. They have dynamic poses. They're about to attack. In these poses, they're just kind of standing there. And that's not really cool. Next we got Rapidash. Rapidash is gonna go into amazing. That's a really beautiful art. I like the sky and the grass, how they contrast with the Rapidash. And maybe it is because it's a good Blaine. I don't know. It's pretty good in my opinion. Next we got Moltres going in bad. I don't like that art. Regular Moltres is also going in bad. Maybe it's just because Moltres doesn't look good, but you could definitely make a Moltres card look good. Which is where this Moltres goes. In the best. Higher than Charizard. This card goes kind of insane. The rainbow edges, the dark atmosphere, the bird lighting the sky, that's just... It's just perfect. I don't know. I have no critiques. Next we got... Where's Full Out Squirrel? There it is. It's just going in pretty good as well. I mean, nothing really going on with it. I do like it more than Bulbasaur though. I like the blue more than the foresty vibes there. But yeah, nothing more else to say. Blastoise just goes in alright. And Blastoise EX goes in not bad. I don't really like the purplish background. I don't like how rotund Blastoise is in that pose there. Yes, I'm being a hater, but that's just how life is sometimes. Next up, we got Starmie. Now, Starmie is actually going to be maybe the first and only EX in Amazing, which is a lie because Charizard is also here. But I like Starmie's more. I really like these dynamic poses where they're kind of attacking. And it's extra pronounced with Starmie because of the way it is shaped and the way it's posed. I don't know. I just really like the Starmie art, honestly. And this is one where I actually really like the foil as well. Whatever you call these, hollow, foil, whatever you want to call these full arts. I really like the Starmie one as well, so it's going in amazing. This Gyarados one, it's going in the best for me. It's obviously not a good card, but this art is really, really good. The dark background just makes for good cards, I don't know. It's kind of surprising to see Charmander is where it is, but it is higher than the predecessors. It's higher rated than Squirtle and Bulbasaur, so I think it's a fair assessment to make. Next we got Articuno. I honestly think this Articuno art is really bad. It's ugly. This Articuno, not great, but not good either. And this one is definitely going in the best tier as well, behind Immersive Charizard, I think. I think it's not quite as good as the Dark Sky lit up by Moltres, but I do like the snowy background. I like how the color, I like the coloring of Articuno, I guess. That was a hard sentence to get out. Next we got Lapras. Lapras is a pretty cute card. Nothing special, but better than those, I would say. I like the surfing Pikachu in the background. I like the art style, but that's about all I can really say about it. Nothing really too crazy going on there. But that's sometimes a good thing, right? And if I miss anything, don't yell at me too bad. Yeah, that's life. We got Lapras EX. I almost missed Lapras EX. It's just alright. Nothing special going on there, right? I felt like I'm yapping a lot. Pikachu. Now, Pikachu... Did I lose Pikachu? Pikachu? Pikachu is gone forever. No, but, Pikachu is pretty good. I really like this art for Pikachu. I think... is better than the full art. Not by much. I think they're in the same tier. But I think there's a gap between the Charizard and the Pikachu. I just really like this dynamic pose. It's kind of the face of the game. When you open the app, it's one of the cards floating in the abyss of the background, so it deserves its credit. Cute Pikachu render. But, that's all I really gotta say about it. Immersive Pikachu, Spoiler alert, I think this is my favorite card art. I just really like the atmosphere. I like how the music really brings it together, so that's kind of cheating, right? This is a card art video, but like the music and the feeling you get looking at the Pikachu card, really peaceful, really serene. I really like it, so yeah. Next up, we got Pikachu, the Premium Pass Pikachu. Really cute art. I like the mountain peaks in the background, the bag with all the random stuff, the Pikachu, and I honestly really like using Raichu, which doesn't play a factor into this art video. Okay, let me tell you now, but it is in the back of my mind, and I can't get rid of that bias, so you know. That's all I gotta say about that. Pikachu's also sliding into the not bad category. Wait, this is the gold. Never mind. The gold for Pikachu is actually going into amazing. It's not quite the best, but I do think Pikachu does have the best gold art in the game. Slight spoilers, I guess, but whatever. Gold Pikachu is just slightly better than the full art foil one, right? Because the golden shining effects are just better in general. Next we got Electrode. Honestly, really, really good, surprisingly. Not quite the best, but I think it's better than Starmie, Charizard, and other Starmie. Really, really good card, really good art. Just nothing really else to say about it. Okay, next we got Zapdos. I actually do like foil Zapdos. Not more than the things above it, but I think that's a fair assessment, right? I do like it, I like the effects, but sometimes it feels like it's doing too much. Next we got regular Zapdos. I think Zapdos can go down here. Solid card art, but it does feel kind of weird when they're stuck in that box. Some Pokemon are just too big for that box, I feel. And I feel like the birds definitely fall for that treatment. I don't know if that was really a good sentence, but it did come out of my mouth, so we're committing to it. I think the birds don't look good in that little frame. That's all I'm saying. Which is why most of them are breaking out of it. No coincidence there. And Zapdos. I do think Zapdos has the weakest of the arts of the birds, but it's a very good art nonetheless. It definitely deserves to be in the best. It's definitely better than anything below it. In my opinion, obviously. But my opinion is the correct opinion, so yeah. Hold that. Next up, we got Alakazam. Alakazam has really, really nice art. It's very similar to one of my favorite arts in the game, which you could argue they're basically the same art, but the Pokemon in the center does really change how I feel about it. So, Alakazam, solid Pokemon, solid art. I really like it. Like the coloring, like the effects. Not much else to say. I'm not like an art guru or anything. Next we got Gengar. Just solid art. Better than most, not really great though. And full art Gengar, really not a fan. That's going in not bad. Yeah. Toppa not bad, but not really saying much. Now we got the kind of spooky Halloween Gengar. Honestly, for the rainbow full arts, it is on the low side. But I do like it. I just... Maybe I'm biased because I don't think Gengar is that good, but... The card art also is really good, but not quite the best. I do like the ones that I have before it, above it, so that's where we'll stand on that. Next, we got Baby Mewtwo. Honestly, probably the best art for Mewtwo. I like it better than Gyarados. I like it better than Articuno, honestly. Very, very cool art. I don't know, it's just, it vibes with me, for sure. Next we got full art Mewtwo. Not as bad as the other ones, but not great either. And right next to it, we're gonna have gold Mewtwo. I mean, they're basically the same card art, but one's gold, one's purple. I actually do think the purple one is slightly better, which is why the purple one is slightly ahead, but that's how I feel about it. You can all have your own opinions, but those are mine. What's next up? Immersive Art Mewtwo. Immersive Art Mewtwo is actually going to be the only immersive art that doesn't make it into the best tier. I just don't like how Mewtwo looks in this, and I feel like the immersive art doesn't really add anything to the card, where Charizard, you get to see the whole battle that's going on with it. Pikachu, you just get to feel the atmosphere. And Mewtwo, it's kind of like, yeah, you can see that it's escaping from the lab right here. You don't really need the added context of the water fell on the floor and it broke the test tube. So yeah, maybe I'm being harsh, but I don't like it personally. When it comes to card arts of just regular card arts, Mewtwo is one of the better ones. I think Starmie is the best of them, but Mewtwo's right behind Charizard. What's next? Any more psychics? Mew. Mew honestly is my second favorite. I really like the art style, the more simplified, kind of blocky in a way art style. Kind of seems like a kid would draw it, but it has the finer details of professionals, I guess you could say. Very good card art, and I really like it. I wish the Mew was good, but I can see why it's not good. Pay to win, blah blah blah. I just hope that the mini set that we get is still centered on 151, and Mew gets to shine. Next we have the Slowpoke art. I really like this Slowpoke art, honestly. It's kind of one of the arts that I haven't really looked at all, because it's not a good card at all. Slowpoke and Slowbro are not good, so you don't really get to see this art, but the art style, the simple colors, the little Slowbro with his mouth open, really cute art, and yeah, goes into amazing tier. What's next? Full art Diglett. One of the first full arts that I got, and pretty solid full art, honestly. It's not on the upper echelon, but it's in amazing. Behind the EXs here. And I really like that. And it's really interesting when you see that they give Pokemon that really don't need the full art a full art. Like, this could have been the Dugtrio instead of the Diglett, but they decided to go Diglett. They also did this with Gloom. Gloom is nothing special, but they gave it a full art. And I actually like that, because there are a lot of Pokemon where I like the pre-evolution more than the final evolution, or maybe they could do something more interesting with the pre-evolution than they would be able to do with the evolution. So it's really nice to see some Pokemon pre-stages getting the full art. And maybe we could even potentially get a Dugtrio full art in the future. You never know. Next we got Machamp. Machamp is solid. Not with the goats of EXs in terms of art, but right after Gengar. I think it's a worse version of Gengar in terms of art. This full art Machamp honestly might be my least favorite art. Really, really bad. But this Machamp, honestly, it's slotting right up there with the greats. I really, really like how this Machamp looks. I like the pose, I like the coloring, I like the effects. Just a really, really good card art overall. Fighting, we also got Cubone. Cubone is at the bottom of the best. It's definitely really, really cute art. I like it a lot, and it's just something about the Dark Sky. I keep saying it. The Dark Sky just really makes these cards better than most. Next we got Marowak. Marowak is nothing special. It's just going in the not bad tier. Nothing good, nothing bad to say about it. Maybe it could go in alright here. I do like it more than the Lapras. Next we have Marowak EX full art. Worse than the regular art in my opinion. I don't like this full art. I feel like the green kind of comes from out of nowhere on this. The other colors on the other Pokemon I could kind of see, but green on the Marowak kind of feels misplaced. Especially with it being weak to grass and all. Next we have Nidoqueen. Queen. And this is really, really good art, honestly. One of my favorites. Not really talked about much because you're not going to be running this Pokemon. Nidoking, I feel like you can get away with in like some sort of Muck Weezing deck. But you're not going to be able to get away with anything with the Nidoqueen. You're just not going to use it without Nidoking, so that strategy's not good. That Pokemon art is, though. I don't know why I even brought the meta into this. We're not basing it anything off that. Next, we have Nidoking. Similar, but not quite as good. I say it falls into this tier behind Gengar. Gengar's kind of the gatekeeper right now. Really, really good art. Cute art. I like the colors. Very vivid. But I don't see it that much, and I don't have strong feelings towards it. Golbat. Now, Golbat is interesting because I think it's a bad Pokemon. But it also has really, really good art. Better than this Alakazam art, in a way. Kind of Picasso-esque Golbat art here. Kind of like window pane, I guess you could say, art. Very interesting. Next we have Weezing. I feel like it's just solid. Nothing really too crazy going on here. Just a solid full art. Weezing in the city. Inhaling gas makes sense. Would be powered up in a city like New York or something. Next we got Porygon. Very bad card. Very middling art. I think I like it better than these, but anything above that would be hard to justify to myself. No EX for Steel type or full art, no anything. This Eevee gotta be one of the best. I mean, let's be realistic here. I like it more than Gyarados. Just Eevee being cute, going to the stove it looks like, or just the countertop, and choosing its Evolution Stone. Pretty cute. I really like that art. We're in colorless territory. So obviously we got Wiggly, Tough. Honestly, in terms of just regular full arts of cards, it gets in there in between the Starmies and the Charizards. It goes at the tail end, but I think it's a good art. Next we got the full art Wigglytuff. In terms of full arts, it's also one of the best, so I like it more than Zapdos, but I don't like it more than Weezing, so for that matter, it's gonna be down. I think I also gotta move Exeggutor down. But I do like Jigglypuff more than Exeggutor, but I like Pikachu more than Jigglypuff. Wigglytuff, you know what I mean. Honestly, in terms of Rainbow Arts, this is one of the weaker ones. I'm not a fan, personally. I mean, I get what they're going for, but I just don't like it. The pastel colors are nice. The Wigglytuff is nice, but something about it just doesn't do it for me. Maybe I'm weird for that. You can let me know in the comments. Next, we have Pidgeot. Fits right in with the water types. Pretty good card. Pretty good art. I think we can put it in between Starmie and Charizard, weirdly enough. It's really good art. I like the Magikarp, but it's not really doing anything fancy. It's just a bird above water grabbing a fish. I mean, you can see that anywhere. So for that reason, it's going to be in just amazing. Which is not a bad tier to find yourself on. Next up, we got Meowth. Meowth is also really good in terms of, like, I put it in there with the Gengar in terms of, like, kind of spooky-ish art. It's not spooky art, but I think it kind of fits that vibe. But I actually have this one above Marowak. I actually think I have Zapdos above Marowak as well. I really like the night sky in this one. It's portrayed pretty nicely. And that's all I really got to say about Meowth. What's next? We got Ditto. Pretty good art. Pretty bad card. I think it deserves to put itself somewhere in the upper echelon of pretty good. I like the colors. I like the Pokemon. But there's some left to be desired. I mean, it is a little on the simpler side, which is not a bad thing, but Just something to keep in mind there. Anything else? Obviously, we have Dragonite. Wait, we skipped the colorless. Snorlax. Now, Snorlax is cute because it has its own little story going on, which I think does propel it higher than I would normally have it. But that's not going to propel it too high. I mean, it is pretty good art. Pretty true to the games in the fact that Charizard just sleeps on bridges, but nothing really is outstanding about the card. Art style's pretty, like, flat, normal, which is not a bad thing, it's just a safe thing, right? Now we can go to Dragonite. Dragonite has the same thing that all the other Night Sky ones have. The Night Sky just elevates your art, right? I think it goes above the, Immersive Art Mewtwo, but not quite Rapidash level, I don't think. I like it a lot, but not that much, so yeah. Now we got the full art trainers. I'm gonna kind of quickfire this. Surge I kind of have on the lower L side, but he needs to dress better. Yeah, that's the fit. Erica, similarly, I don't like it that much. I mean, it's a cool one, but not too crazy. Next we got Misty. I like the colors, I like the fits, I like the card sometimes. So for that, it's gonna be in the amazing tier. Next we got Blaine. Honestly, I really like this Blaine. It's an energetic old man throwing his hip out, hitting him with the hooray jump. I don't know. I'm saying a lot of words, I'm stringing a lot of words together. I don't even know if they have meaning. Next, Koga. Koga also has really nice background, really nice colors. So for that, it is going to be close to Misty, but not quite Misty. The fits and the colors, the contrast does definitely bring it up from where it would be potentially, but yeah. Next, we got Giovanni. Pretty solid card. Really nice background. I like the kind of space vibe background of it. But it does sit above Surge. Not like the best, but not the best. What? Not the worst, I mean. Brock. Brock. I also like Brock similar to Blaine. Just really cool art. Makes Brock look good. Doesn't take a lot to make Brock look good. But I like the coloring, I like the fits. Brock's a cool guy, so I think that definitely helps. And last but not least, we have Sabrina. Lover, hater, whatever you want to do with her, she does have the best art of any trainer. And honestly, I feel like it falls just short of Meowth. Now, did I miss anything? There's a couple Pokemon that have really good art that I would consider, like S tier, amazing. Onyx being one of them. This fat Pikachu is really cute. This Greninja looks really nice, but we're not going to get into all that. This is our tier list. Let me know how your tier list would look. What would you change around? I definitely think there are things that could be changed around, but I'm happy with my list. I really like how it looks. If you made it to the end, consider subscribing. And with that being said, this is Deltinian out. Peace.